Howdy, it's Matt here. Now, number one, the video quality is utter pants because it's a DVR recording. Now, this is just going to be a little bit of commentary to the flight which I had with Craig up at the flying field tonight, and just look how horrific those conditions are. Now, if you look up, or you'll find out in a few moments how low the cloud was, and also about 2 minutes later, it started to rain. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this video with you is because this is the first time I've gone anywhere near a cloud before, because the clouds were no more than like 100 meters off the ground. So you'll see me there just dipping in to the cloud. There you go, moisture content inspection we were doing there. It was very, very curious, but we had to take it very, very carefully because we don't have any return to home features or anything like that. No brown switches on the Teksumo. It really was just fly it around and have some fun. And also the reason why I'm sharing this video as well is because this was me pushing my limits with the Teksumo. So believe it or not, I've not pushed the Teksumo round at full throttle. And look how fast she's eating the ground up there. Okay, and that cloud's down really, really low as well. So I think I'll go up there and have a nose in the sky, and you'll see that when I went into the clouds, the video picture started going a bit sketchy. So that did kind of put me off a bit as well. But when I come back down, I believe it's on this pass, I'll then just open up the throttle full pelt, or maybe I'm coming in for a landing. We'll find out. So we'll do a quick landing here, and you'll see Craig's there being my spotter. And we were also checking out the Eachine VR007 goggles as well. Mighty impressed with those goggles. I'll put a screenshot up on your screen, but they were 36 quid. And yes, they are not the biggest screen or the biggest resolution camera or goggles available, but they were absolutely brilliant. I know Craig was impressed, and I was upping them for Craig and saying, "Look, Craig, you've got to see these. These are really, really cool." And he was like, "Yeah, Matt, these are really cool." And then people would, then others, I know mentioned in the comments, they're not the best quality and things like that. But on the flight line, you really could not tell the difference. There was two negatives for those. Number one, we had there's no fan inside, and number two, there's no DVR recording. But for the reality of it just costing 36 quid, and you can just chuck them at a fellow pilot and go, "Here, stick these on," really, really straightforward. So this time around, this is me, and I crank her up to full throttle. And if I'm honest, like I said, this is the first time I've actually gone around and purposely flew around on full throttle. You'll see me climbing there just to have a little dip into the clouds again, because it was really, really cool. But I believe when I come back round, is that what I'll do is just open her up with the full throttle on the left. And I spotted some birdies, so I wanted to go down and have a look at those. And just watch the ground speed in the background, because this was me sticking the throttle full up to the top. And then I felt myself bringing back on the throttle, and I can't tell you what I thought of myself. So this is me going full throttle now with the Teksumo, and it absolutely just ate the ground up. It's about 70 miles an hour with this combination which I've got on there. It really, really does chew the ground up, and again, it was pretty windy up there as well, so less than ideal conditions. But yeah, really, really good evening. A big thank you to Craig for coming up and flying with me. We had lots and lots of fun, and we had loads and loads of flights. Oh, we also did take up the little mini quad as well. I've got some DVR footage of that. You wouldn't believe how well that one rips the sky, a new one. It's an insane little device, and I'll have a little separate video on that later. So as always, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for watching this video. I hope you found this interesting. Really, this video is for me because it's the first time I've ever been anywhere near some clouds. And also, it was the first time I've managed to catch myself with full throttle and just having some fun with the Teksumo with some FPV gear on there. So with that said, for myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for watching. Cheerios!